Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is as promised, depending on when I upload this, Stoneshard. Now, we've had a little bit happen, so I'd like to summarize so we can move on and hopefully finally clear this goddamn dungeon. You know how much I hate the undead. Now, I tried recording this video yesterday, which was Thursday, in order to upload it today, which is Friday. That didn't work out. Despite having been doing this for over a year now, forgot to turn on the microphone. So there was no commentary. I was going to upload the video, but it just wasn't that good anyway. So here we are. Now, what has happened since the last video you may or may not have seen. We talked to our buddy. We got the three horses, well, the horse and cart that we were promised. Took it to, well, we were going to take it to wherein, but we decided to take a detour to, what is it? Manshire. Apparently he had a contract from the tutorial mission, or let's just say the tutorial. He found the contracts on a dead body outside of the tutorial area, and he wanted to try to get it turned in order to make money from it. Doesn't work like that. Apparently the contract was years old. So we went and talked to the elder first. He told us the contract was effectively null and void. From there we went on to talk to the mayor, who has a problem with the troll that we tried to address 3 separate times and had our beans mushed each one. Now, I'm not going to be dealing with the troll. I'm not worried about it. Now, from there, we went back to Manshire, talked to the village elder again, and we've taken on the job of killing a necromancer and finding a grimoire. I've come very, very, very close to successfully doing this job. Unfortunately, I messed up. Let's just keep it succinct. I messed up and died. I have tried multiple times since then to finish this job, all to no avail. However, over the course of that time, I have discovered a new tactic by which I have been able to become stronger despite my failures. You will very, very likely see that here in action today, so I won't waste your time explaining it. No traps. And this is always good for... Ooh, that's actually a really trash shield. I got a really nice weapon from a sarcophagus like this before. Two-handed axe and bow. It's trash compared to mine. My current one, anyway. I really need to get rid of this axe because skill energy cost at plus 60% means I can cast this and this and this and then I'm done. Which makes no sense because for this to be useful, I need to be able to cast these two, but we'll figure something out. As you may also see, I have armor and a hat and some nice shoes. The durability on these two are decent, and the shoes wear down just as you travel, which sucks. I was really wanting this particular playthrough to go with, well, to rephrase, I was really wanting to go through this playthrough with full plate armor, just completely decked out, but that's just not acceptable considering, one, plate armor is obscenely expensive. Just going to go right back where it came from. Okay. Now, one of the reasons why you actually see this geomantic power on my skill bar, despite me not having any magic learned, which, let's be clear, I don't outside of this one ability, is because this has some of the best, just the most exquisite defensive stats possible. Move resistance and physical resistance plus bleed resistance. The other two are completely irrelevant in the in the grand scheme of things, but just those other three are completely worth it. It almost makes me want to actually invest in being able to summon runes or runic boulders just to be able to have it a little bit longer, which actually sounds pretty nice because I don't have anywhere else to put this skill point right now. Wait. Yeah, so I need the tier 3 axe, whatever. We'll go ahead and do this. You see what I'm saying about the axe having plus 60% skill cost? That's ridiculous. Great. I'm going to go over here and sit in front of this door. If this one opens, I know someone's coming. That's the best I can do for an early warning system. To be perfectly clear, well, Rick, we're almost done healing now. I don't have to sit there and wait for my body to heal up, but things like salves and these splints, these are for worst case scenario when I'm absolutely in need of healing and it would take too long to wait otherwise. I heard a door being accessed down there. Go ahead and take the booze. Trade it for the shield. If the shield was worth 1,000, maybe I would take it back to the smith. This isn't even worth carrying, but this is definitely worth it. I can sell it to the guy in Osborough. I just had to take a second look and make sure the mic was actually on, so in order to know it was recording. What I can do in order to cut down on, oh, that's a thing that happens. What I can do in order to cut down on skill costs is to cast them beforehand. Come at me, bro. If that gets blocked, if this ability gets blocked by an enemy shield, or they dodge it, it's wasted energy. But he didn't. That's the thing that happened. Oh, come on. right. It's not safe out there either. I'm thinking about investing in this because I really need them to stop blocking my attacks. It's really weird that they have enough block power to actually stop my damage, first of all. I should take a look at their stats next time. There's literally no way they should be doing as much damage as they do with broken weapons. This has minus 11 damage because it's broken. But still, I somehow... Never mind. Let's make sure we have this equipped. Oops. Both of these doors are open. Wonderful. Oh my God. I'm remaining calm. He's just standing there. Critical hit. Good enough. Now, if I fail to disarm this trap, it's going to push me out of this room for at least 10 turns. Wait, it was already activated. Oh well. I'm going to absolutely avoid stepping on it. He's being affected by a necromancer, so we're just going to go ahead and... Are you kidding me? Hold on, I want to take a look at this, guys. It reflects damage. That's actually really good to know. That would explain a lot, in fact. I need to watch out for that in the future. Raises his shield. 8% block power. There's no indication of how much he has. It's just block power. Well, plus 8% from his guard, so I don't even know how much damage he supposedly can block from me. Yeah, we're going to break line of sight on this guy. And he creates a skeleton. Cool. That's what I think it is. Oh, we're headed out. I don't need this. Mother fricking. Really? We're going to die here. Oh. Says he spotted a small ghoul, but I don't see anything. Okay. Wait. He somehow sees me behind this thing because, you know, line of sight matters. Great. Frankly, I'm fascinated that he even detected that an enemy was hostile from this far away. Typically, it's supposed, at least I think it's supposed to be this area immediately around him. But hey, I'm not going to complain. Oh, right, it's this. I remember now. Yeah, we're not doing this. So welcome to how all of my previous attempts at clearing this place out have gone. Also, hold on. Thirsty and hungry. So, this is basically what I've been doing recently. It's still such a goddamn slog because of how the movement system is out, even outside of a fight. Traveling like that is really it's so slow, and frankly, it almost makes me want to stop playing the game. It's not an issue. It's not a real issue until you have to travel. For 10 or more screens. Freaking kidding me. And before we transition back to the dungeon, I just want to let you know this dungeon is supposedly ranked for me as average in danger. Do you understand now why I hate doing undead missions or quests, since apparently that's what the tab calls them. You see now why I really, really hate them. as I said a moment before, I'm going to transition you guys directly to the dungeon because it is boring as frick to walk from one place to another in this game. It's fine for the first few, like, 10 hours that you're playing. But once you reach 60 hours in this game, you get tired of this. Okay. We're back. I took a good moment to pause and try to figure out what to spend the extra skill point on, but I still have nothing. None of the skills I can get right now will be worth anything to me as far as completing this particular dungeon. Okay, I'm not going to get down about... I can't have this here. Wonderful. So, apparently I was wrong. It actually is poison. Great, and these aren't the kind of berries that resolve that. That would increase it. Okay. So what we're not going to do is try and disarm one of those again. I hate this place. The issue is I don't want the job to fail, but we only have 1 day left on it. So, I mean, what can I do, really? Wrong one. The most frustrating thing is that fights that shouldn't be anywhere near as close as they are nearly bring me to the very brink of being killed. That was just a one-on-one. I don't know what the guy's danger level was supposed to be, but that was just a one-on-one against someone with an old busted sword and a shield. I think he had a shield. I don't see it, but I could have sworn he had one. It's trash compared to the one I picked up last time. There has to be someone in here, right? Apparently not. Take that salve, and then on top of all of the rest of the stuff that I have problems with, every single one of these doors that has anything behind it. No. As you saw, one of the previous doors wasn't locked, but then it immediately led to another door that was locked. It sucks. the lockpicks aren't that expensive. I don't really care about the cost of them. I care about the fact that I need them. Let's drag him out. Well, that's a waste. What does he have going on as far as buffs? He's got a 51% block chance with 5 block power, which still isn't indicated here. He's got a hand injury. His head's all jacked up and... only to be blocked. What the frick? What was that noise? I've killed a lot of these guys and I've never heard that noise before. Both of these are junk. Great. Super nice. Cool. Awesome. I mean, I don't mean to drag the video down with how much I hate this place and dealing with undead in general, but these places are the bane of my existence. I'll fight brigands all day. Any level of danger. I will even take the ones that have maces. You heard me. I would rather die stunned than deal with a single enemy in a dungeon filled with undead. Because they nerf stuns, they appear to have not touched undead. Frickin' trash in my pocket again. Don't get me wrong, a good portion of my hatred is bitterness. I will happily admit that. I'm extremely bitter about how it feels to fight these enemies. Ooh. If it looks bad, I'm going back to town and selling that. Because as you see, we are, well, I started recording with about 4,000 gold. I spent most of that on this and these shoes and various knickknacks and other really necessary things for the sake of surviving. Even with only just a chance of surviving. Our intoxication is almost completely down. This place. I'm just glad lockpicks don't get used when they're successful. That'd make this actual pain and suffering. God dang it. Where's the... yeah. Nope. Seriously. Whoops. I would like to not fight near the door. It's locked, so they won't be able to get out anyway. Of course, I forgot to reload. point spending a turn on that. How bad is it? Wow. I'm not sure if he was injured from the very first hit of this skill, but that's awesome. Great. Only to be blocked. And the thing is, I doubt I'm even doing their full HP worth of damage. I'm going to have to go back and look while I'm editing, if I even bother to remember. But if your body parts get bad enough, it's probably the torso in particular, it should be an instant kill. And the axe tends to specialize in that and just overwhelming damage. Well, hold on, let's heal up first. The mace is interesting because it's like crowd control that gives you breathing room and, well, not as disgusting damage, but good damage nonetheless. So I'd really like to try using a mace as well, but there's nothing even in here. But with how the game has been going with just two-handed axes, I would genuinely rather not. Oh. Hey there, buddy. Just gonna freaking we almost okay, let's dance. Bad, are you? And you're bleeding. So, bye. I'm not about to die to the guy. I say that. But that hasn't been my experience in the past. I'll tell you what. I'm going to cut here. I don't know how I'm going to make it nice and neat. Probably fade out or something. Anyway, I'm going to cut here and I'll rejoin you guys right in front of this. In fact, we're just going to stand here like this, and you'll maybe notice some of the map area being a little easier to see. But I'm going to cut here and I'm going to go save so I can keep my XP. That's right, that is the other part of this tactic that I use. We're a third of the way there to getting another level. I want that other level. And so I will see you guys shortly. Well, dealing with that guy was just a hot god dang mess. But we've dealt with him. I did have to cheese him though. I'm not proud of it, but it was a thing that was necessary. Away from me. carrying junk weapons all the way back to town for sale is only viable once you've started in Osbrook. And of course the pocket change you get from the blacksmith you sell them to. So what is here? Yep, that's an open area. Let's go. Not sure how to deal with this. He seems to have switched to a sword. He's brave. Extremely dumb, but brave. I respect it. Come get it. Thank you. Nothing worth mentioning. Okay. You guys might have a better idea on how to play this game, but I'm playing as frugally as possible. I want my money to add up to better equipment rather than just to maintaining the status quo. There we go. Of course it is. And of course, there you are. Really tired of that. Come here. Good Lord. It shouldn't have been anywhere near as close as that. He even ran and I didn't get an attack of opportunity that I'm aware of. It might have shown up here, but that's not where I would have been looking. He would have stepped on this, which is why it's not interactable. I appreciate your bravery. Great. I forgot to... I'm running. Could you stop somehow getting closer to me? Jeez. I've also got to watch out for ghouls because apparently they can just pop up out of nowhere. And the last thing I want is one to pop up next to me. As you can see on the map here, this is where the troll is located and where we're never going, because screw that noise. Now, what waits for us on the other side of this is the guy with the shield. I'm pretty sure he has a mace. So, just on the off chance that we end up getting stunned. Simple enough. You would believe anyway. And we're halfway to getting another level. I might want to leave and save. Especially if I encounter the actual boss of this area. Uh-oh. That's a problem. The others don't appear to be following. This is good news. You guys hear that? Yes, 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 we get it. You have bones. Don't appear to be any out here. Blessedly, they can't actually leave the dungeon. Though they can follow you up the stairs if there are any. They won't always, but it's best to expect that they will. Especially if they're right behind you. All of the goddamn meat I bought. Okay. So on the other side of this door is a ghoul. But I'm not going to give it the chance to turn this around on me. Wonderful. You wasted my stone armor. Cool. Let's go. His body is now under the trap. Whoa. Unexpected appearance. It's just you and me, pal. My terrible accuracy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't do that here. Bye-bye. Okay. So what we'll do is cast this, swap to this, cast it, Eddie. Your buddy's broken. I'll be right back. And deal with it like that. I don't know if I got any experience from his summon or not. If I did, cool. But I don't want to be here any longer. I want this job over and done with. I don't have much longer to wait. Okay. Yep, this increases my accuracy, but I don't know if it actually applies for arrows. I mean, there's there's no real reason that it shouldn't. Okay. Yes. This. And since we want to use the bow, we head in. Oh. You are rude, sir. Oh. What? I don't want those. Does he have? I could have sworn I hit him with my arrow. 61 more turns and then I get hit with these things. Weapon damage is decreased. It's better than the magic power decrease. It's awful. Bye-bye. That's exactly where I need him. He's the final boss of this area, just in case you aren't aware. But I have lost to this guy alone, fighting in melee with a two-handed axe. I don't know what sort of magic this is. Actually, I do. It's the damage reflect buff that he gives himself, which is the reason why I need to be really careful here. I'm going to go in with as much of my energy as I can. And we're just going to hit him. How's he doing? Now all I have to do is not die to a trap or a surprise enemy. And we can finally get away from this place. I hate this place so much. I know I haven't made WoW. There we go. 5 potions, staffs, treaties, this. I know I've made no issue of complaining about how much you can stay there. I'm not touching that trap. I know I've made it known quite clearly how I feel about this place. But don't get me wrong. When it works out like that, it feels so good. Oh, you just don't understand. You don't understand just how much. Just gonna leave. Okay. He wasn't worth all that much experience, let's be clear about that. But at least, it's finally over. I've got a day to turn this thing in. And if I can't, at the very least I have a grimoire that I can sell to the... Who's the guy? Let's call him a... No, let's call him a rare dealer. Hey, wake up. What kind of dodge did that goddamn necromancer have that I couldn't hit him at all with this same exact buff? I'm trying to avoid touching either of these because if I do, I'm going to panic and I'm going to run into the other one and get killed. Make no mistake, I'm glad to have finally killed him, but as far as I'm concerned, this is not done until I get somewhere safe and save. Oh, and then these sarcophagi. The drops you can get from these are the sole reason why I would ever consider coming back to this particular place as part of a job. Let's see what we get. Tattered armor that's better than what I have, and oh my god. Wait, hold on, is it better? Frost resistance, it makes me weaker to shock, it has me producing more noise. And the energy restoration is slightly worse, dodge chance is slightly worse. No, actually the one I have is better. I mean, the physical resistance is nice, but it comes with its own negatives too. So yeah, I don't have space for this, do I? Yeah, I do. Watch the magic happen. I should be able to get everything out of both of these chests without issue. Just give me a second to do my magic. This is a disenchantment scroll. I've got enough of these. You don't even need to be here. I need gloves to give me crit chance. Because if I can crit, I can win. These don't give me that. But I'll take what you got. Okay. I should be able to do this. Frankly, I shouldn't be carrying junk weapons, and I know that. So we've got that. We can go ahead and do this. This will probably fetch more money. Come with an effect, or yeah, and let's just go with that. I think I will actually go ahead and put this on. I need to make some vertical space. This this won't sell for much, but I'd still like to see. I don't know if the disenchantment scroll, I know we've been here a while, I don't really care. If it bothers you, you can skip ahead maybe 3 minutes and we'll be done by then. But for me, this is really important. I want to get as much money out of this run as I possibly can, because I invested a lot in just being able to get to this point. Cheese or not. So much garbage in this doorway. Just gonna... Well... I don't want to risk running into a bear. I'll tell you what. Hoping against hope... Well... Anyway, hoping against hope, we're going to make it all the way back to Manshire from here. There's a save point 3 cells away, but instead we're going to go straight down to Manshire, get first save, sell everything, get the job turned in and done, and then we'll end the video. Right now I've got to go outside and deal with the ghoul that stands between me and finally getting away from this awful, awful place. So I'm going to see you guys on the other side. Just as soon as I prep. He came in. That is rude and ballsy. I missed. Anyway, when all of that's said and done, I'm going to see you guys on the other side, like I said a moment ago. You guys don't fully understand unless you've actually played this game. You don't fully understand just how tense I was between the cemetery and here. Heck, I didn't even realize I had actually made it into town until just a moment ago. A sigh of relief is something truly, truly special. And I am extremely relieved that that job is over and done with because, well, I'm not going to reiterate it for the umpteenth time. You guys saw it all and heard it all. And since the microphone is actually recording, well, I was able to adequately explain myself. At least I hope so. Nevertheless, this is where we're going to call it. I'm going to go off and save and avoid touching this game for as long as possible. I'll probably be back Whether I record or not remains to be seen. But in any case, hopefully you guys have appreciated and enjoyed the showcase of what the two-handed axe is capable of. I was going to say fully capable of, but I haven't been able to unlock the last part of the weapons skill tree, which sucks. I'm sure I can find a treatise on it somewhere between here and Manshire, which are the only two places that exist anyway. With all that said, we will see you next time.